Namaskar. This is Shalini, your host. Welcome to another episode of After the Pause. Today we have Rohit with us, and we are going to have another heartfelt conversation with him. So, without wasting any time, let's dive into it.
Let's begin.
Okay, I don't have a question today. I have an observation that I would like to share with you, and I want to know more about that.
All right.
So the other day I was sitting and analyzing and self introspecting. That's when I realized that how our mind connects one thing with other different 10 things, right?
Beautiful.
For an example, let's say I had a fight with somebody, which usually doesn't happen now. So let's say I had a fight with somebody or I'm upset over something. After that, whatever happens, even if it is a good thing or a bad thing, my mind will convert it into a bad thing only. And then it will connect all those incidences with that one thing that I had got really upset with. So it's like I am still trying to unfold the layers which are there, but yet at times I don't understand that how, no matter how much you work on yourself, no matter how much meditation you do on a daily basis or how many conversations you have with somebody about this thing, you will always find, at least I always find it difficult to just, be in my senses and tackle it then and there.
All right. First of all, great job. Happy to hear that you made that observation. Outstanding, wonderful. Great observation and insight. Before we touch upon that, the actual observation and what it means and how exactly this beautiful machine works and how exactly that particular thing which you observed works. I would like to disagree with you and, and say that no, it won't be the case always. A day will
Yeah.
come, maybe it is not today. It's okay.
Mm.
When a little kid looks up to his parents, he always thinks these people were born like this big.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And he always thinks no matter how much, like my father used to or my mother used to tell me that you should jump, you should do this, you should do stretching because then you will gain height, you should drink milk, then you will be tall like your father or me. But I was like, no matter what I do, I can never be tall like my father because I am a kid.
Mm.
Now I'm taller than him. I am the tallest in my family,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I never believed in it. That is the case with this mind. You might think that that's how it will always be, but I can tell you, one day will come when you will be able to tackle not only that anything in the world then and there, even if there will be a nuclear bomb exploding or about to explode in your vicinity, you will be able to tackle that also internally with calm, peace, comfort, instantly, then and there. You'll be like, it's okay, it's just a bomb. Let it explode. Let me enjoy the death also. Okay.
Mm.
Now we can touch upon the actual observation that when you are in a negative mindset, everything becomes negative, right?
Yeah.
The opposite is also true. When you're in a positive mindset, everything becomes positive.
True.
The way this life works, the way the mind works, is,
Mm.
is, is the way these glasses work. If you wear a sunglass right now, if you wear a pair of sunglasses right now, everything will be black. It doesn't matter what the actual color of that thing is, it will be black, right? So let's just say in your day to day interaction, no matter what you are doing, whether you're cooking, cleaning, talking to somebody, watching a movie, no matter what, you have one glasses or another on your eyes all the time. It's just that you're unaware of it. And right now, because a majority of the control is in the mind's hands, and you have observed that now 3 months ago, 4 months ago, things are very different.
Yeah.
Only the mind was in control. Now you are also in control, so now you can see it clearly, right? So because a majority of the time the mind is in control, the mind is deciding what kind of glasses you will wear, which is why it may happen that today you watch a movie and you say it was a boring movie, it was not good, I did not enjoy it, or you might find it offensive, you never know. But after 3 months, the same movie might have a different kind of appeal. You might find it funny, you might enjoy it, right? Sometimes people say it was a very cringe scene. What kind of dialogue is it? It is not realistic. But after 2 months, a very similar scene might give you goosebumps, might put you into a very romantic mood. Right? It entirely depends on what kind of glasses the mind has put on your eyes in that moment on that day. So today, or whenever you made this observation, I don't know, you became aware of the presence of the glasses for the first time in your life. A day will come when you will be aware of whichever glasses the mind is trying to put on your eyes in every single moment. And then you will be able to pick and choose. Then you will be able to like, no, I don't want the anger glasses. I want the happiness glasses. Or maybe if need be, you might say, no, I don't want the happiness glasses right now. Anger is needed. You give me the anger glasses. It's okay for the time being. Then you will have that. The glasses will still be there. As long as the mind is active, unless and until it just stops, folds itself, goes back, the thoughts completely recede. As long as the thoughts are alive, the glasses will be there. It's just that you will develop an ability to pick and choose which glass to have and which to discard. But this is the very way how the mind functions.
So here you talked about two things. First, that you would have that choice in your hands.
Yes.
Second, the awareness that you talked about.
Yes.
Right? First of all, like when you were talking about that, things were different 4 months ago with me, and now things are different. So it suddenly clicked that I used to take 2 days or probably 3 days, or maybe I was not even able to realize that I was at fault, right?
Yes.
But now I'm able to see it then and there at least. My ego might tell me that, okay, you don't have to react right now, you just have to protect your ego, you have to just, be in that pose. But deep down, I know that I have a voice which is telling me that you are at fault here.
Correct.
And after 2 hours, I might say sorry to you, right? And then you said that slowly it will grow. Is there a process that we need to follow? Is there a way that we need to follow to make it as quick as possible? I mean, why to spend even 2 hours or 3 hours in a miserable condition,
I
right?
am with you, and that hunger is amazing. It's beautiful, and I'm so happy to see that in you. That at one point of time, a person who used to say that, yeah, fights happen, arguments happen, that person is telling me, why should I accept misery even for 2 hours at a stretch?
Yeah.
It should not be. The only thing you can do is keep that hunger alive. And that's it. You see, spirituality in general is a path on which the faster you try to run, the slower you progress. It's a The world is in this scenario maybe works in a fundamentally opposite way.
Yeah.
The faster you try to run, the more you gather things. But in the world of spirituality, the faster you try to run, you gather the wrong type of things. Because this
Some
spirituality,
greed is there. It's not the
yes.
hunger anymore.
No, it is a hunger, but let's just say in the spiritual world, we are not trying to gather anything. You have already
Yeah,
gathered a
true.
lot of
Yeah,
things, you are trying to get rid of them,
true.
right?
Yeah.
And that is a slow process. It will take time. Okay. Can we do something to quicken the pace? Let's not worry about the pace.
It's not about that pace, or it's not like that I'm in a race with something, or it's like, see, if you realize something for two times, for three times, for four times, that this is what is happening and
Yeah.
this is a pattern and you can see it happening, right?
Yes.
And if you've seen that a lot of times, but at the same time you have the same question to yourself, that why is it happening now? That question is not being answered. The question is still very much there.
Okay. There are two ways to tackle those. There are three ways to tackle that question. First, I'm here. All right.
Yeah.
I'm happy to answer whichever question that is. So I can give you a ready-made answer.
Okay.
Second way, getting anything ready-made in this world is not actually the best way to go about anything.
True. That's what I was gonna say. That then I'll get dependent on you.
Precisely. I can always tell you how it feels to be on Mount Everest or how to reach there. But point is, this is just theoretical. What's the point in knowing it?
Hmm.
How about you make mistakes and discover your own path and actually be there, right?
Hmm.
So second way to tackle those questions is that you keep on making the observations and the answer will come from within you. It will. Every single answer to every single thing in this universe is within you. Or let's just say, because sometimes people think, how can it be within me? And I'm just 20, 30, 40, 50. I've seen only this much of it. How is it possible that all the answers are within me? So let's just say every single answer to every single possible question in this universe exists in a common place, and the access to that is within you, is within everybody. We all have access to that, an access point to that repository. There's a central repository where the entire knowledge of the universe rests, it lies. And we all have access to it. It's just that we don't know how to use it. You can say we all have an amazing laptop using which we can do what we can build whatever we want. Unfortunately, you don't know the coding language, right? And through this process of spirituality, we are trying to learn that coding language so that that access can be gained. And every once in a while, that access will happen and your questions will be answered automatically. It will come out from within you and you will know, yeah, this is the answer. I know it for sure. Third way. There were three ways. Hold on to your questions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Third way.
Hmm.
Not all questions or their answers even matter. It doesn't sometimes, forget sometimes, a lot of times, you will think that in order to solve a problem, I need an answer or I need to understand why the problem exists. But to be honest, it's not needed. Without knowing why, if the problem disappears and the question disappears, it's well and good, right? So that is the third way, that you keep on working towards the problem, the actual solution. And even without knowing why it occurred, the problem can be solved.
Is it possible that your mind creates those questions to confuse you even more? Because it plays, right?
See, obviously, it's your mind that is creating questions, right? Because the process of thought, it happens in the
Yeah.
mind, right?
No, but like those kinds of questions where you just cannot resist and you're like, you cannot be at peace.
It's a very fine line. Yes, it is possible that your mind is creating the questions just to take back some control, deviate you from the right path, and to sort of confuse you. A lot of people lose their path in that. They just jump from one book to another, one teacher to another, one institution to another. just because the questions are never
Hmm.
ending
Hmm.
and they get lost in it. But at the same time, it is also possible that the questions are actually right. It's a very, which is why the path of spirituality is considered to be a beautiful maze. I mean, it is a maze, and this is where a teacher helps, because a teacher, somebody who has been through that particular stage, he can see which question is relevant and which is not, which question can be skipped and which question might help you make further progress in the right direction. You will get hundreds of questions, and which is once again like the teacher can help tell you, or in this case, if you don't have a teacher, I am there, so I can help you. I can tell you that, you know, out of these 100, okay, you can drop these 50, 60, don't worry about them, but the other 30, 40, they are the relevant ones. Yeah.
All right.
So if you don't have a teacher, a friend can be there, or book can be there, or something else, or once again deep into meditation. Once, if you are meditating, see, because you are not exactly a person who sits and meditate,
Correct. Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
But a big advantage or benefit of sitting meditation is that when deep into meditation, after that, when you come out of it and you're absolutely peaceful, relaxed, and the mind is very, very calm and composed, in that moment, if you just have a look at your list of questions, you will just know which ones are
And that
irrelevant.
has happened. Yeah.
So all knowledge is within you.
Yeah. True.
So if you don't have a teacher or friend also, then you have yourself. You have that central repository whose access is right there. So,
Yeah. So in my case, I would say that it is still the mind which is, in a way, giving me a lot of questions, but sort of taking that power away from me where I can actually stop and sit and meditate. Because whenever I try to sit and meditate, a lot of things happen. I don't know how to put them in words.
I can understand it.
Yeah, but a lot of things happen. Sometimes it's so deep that you just feel like that everything is just so simple and clear, and there's no confusion in the head at all. But there have been times when I have sat down, probably my mindset was not right that time when I sat down, because, yeah.
See, among all the different definitions that I have come across of meditation, different teachers have tried to define it in
Mm.
different words. The most beautiful one I got was from Osho. He had said, meditation is not something you do. Meditation is something that happens to you and then you become it. So, you are right. You tried sitting meditation and sort of left it at a time when your system was not ready to receive meditation. Meditation is not something you do. It's not an exercise which you can decide to eat and you will eat. You
Mm.
can decide to jump and you will jump. You cannot decide that right now I'll become meditative, sit and suddenly you are meditative.
Mm.
That's not how it works. Meditation happens to you. You create the right environment around you and within you. You acquire the right qualities, drop the wrong ones or unsuitable ones, which are
Mm.
not ideal for meditation to prosper, to
Mm.
grow within you. And then meditation happens to you. And then it grows, grows, grows to such an extent that you become it. It becomes a
That
permanent
state
sort of,
remains
it
always.
parts
Yeah.
part of
Mm.
you, your being. So you tried meditation, sitting meditation, and sort of left it at a time when your system was not at all ready for it. And
Mm.
I think now you can observe it, right?
No, I'm talking about now only. Like the other day when we went to Shirapling, right?
Yes,
I sat there. That time I didn't decide to meditate. I just sat there.
yes,
And maybe the environment of that place or the energy or the vibe of that place was such that it just pulled me to some other
yes,
level, right?
yes.
But when I try to do it at home, or when I just say that, okay, now it's been very chaotic, it's time that I sit and calm myself down and, think about the things that I did during the day and just see how many things how many things went wrong and how many things went. right?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen then.
Because you are trying to do it at that point of
So you're saying
time.
I'm trying to push it on myself.
Yes. You are, see, meditation means as it happened for you in that monastery, Sherabli is a monastery, as it happened for you in that monastery, meditation simply means when you are in that, in you create, you mold the environment, or you walk into the right environment. Within you, you mold the environment, or once again, you wait for the right environment for you to feel it. That yes, within me, I am feeling the right environment, and then you just sit down for meditation to happen. Allow it to happen. All right. But what you are trying to do is those moments pass away. Because when you are that, and in those moments, you are like, oh, let me plan this, let me do this. Now I am feeling happy, peaceful. So let me give a call to a friend and have a conversation, maybe shoot a podcast or something else, right? But that moment passes. And then you try to do meditation in some other moment when the right environment is gone. You cannot do that.
So basically, I'm just doing it as per my convenience.
Yes.
That does not.
Yes. Remove yourself from the process, look at the meditation's convenience, and you just be ready for it to happen whenever it wants to.
All right. I have another question. I mean, when we were talking about the previous question, the first question, how mind works, and then you told me that there's no process. It's like with time it'll go away, right?
Yes.
You also touched upon the point awareness. Now, this is something that we keep fluctuating with, right? You once told us that if it has once entered your system, it can never go away,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But at times I have felt like we had created symbols also so that things can remind us that you need to be aware of whatever you are doing, whatever you are thinking. But the synchronization between your thoughts, your actions, and your emotions is not there.
Yes.
And awareness, where is it? We don't know that because there is no synchronization, right? And that happens a lot of times. Like, very simple. I've given you lots of examples in past also. I've told you that a simple thing like keep closing this diary, either just throwing it on the table or just keeping it with a smile on the table or just staring at it for 10 seconds, and then I'm like, oh, nice, it's a good looking diary, should write more on this, more, right? So there are different emotions, different. Throwing is like unaware, right? I'm not at all aware of my actions there. And there have been a lot of times when these small things you start noticing, na?
Yeah.
But then you also regret that where was I back then when I did this? Where was my awareness? How do you keep it synchronized and how do you keep it at one place so that you can see and feel and enjoy everything that you do?
In a way, the answer to your question lies in your question. It is right there, and I think you can also see
Yeah.
it. The synchronization in action and thought and emotion, it's not
See,
there.
it happens for major things. Now, I'm
Yes.
talking about the small things in life that we do on a daily basis. I
Yes.
just gave the example of keeping this diary on the table.
Yes.
There are other 100 things that we just forget.
I
That okay, I
agree.
need to be aware in these moments also.
I agree. All I am saying is, till 4 months ago, you were not even aware of the existence of awareness, were you?
I was not, but once you get aware, there are days when I'm doing everything with 100% awareness,
Yeah.
at least in my capacity. How much I'm able to understand that I don't know, but at least in my capacity, I'm able to do it fully with heart, right?
Yes.
But then there are days when it's not even the part of my life, it doesn't even exist at all. But then you say that it is within you, it never goes away.
See, It never goes away. Awareness is not only within your system, it's everywhere. It does not come out of anything and it does not go away to some place. It's not like that you are creating it. No, it is there. You are merely, let's just say, allowing it to flow into your system. So it's almost like, blood flowing through your veins. If there is a lot of, what is it called? If your veins are blocked because there is a lot of fat or cholesterol in there, the blood won't be able to flow. And then there will be a dearth of oxygen supply, right? Similarly, there are veins you can see. There are invisible pathways into our body as well. Or let's say they are visible. Right now, we do not have the eyes to see them. In some other form, we will be able to see them. So there are pathways within this body through which awareness can flow into every nook and corner, from that toe to that head and to other parts which you don't even know exist. Alright? It can flow when there is no blockage. But when there is blockage, and blockages are created by the mind. So when the mind is able to create a lot of blockage, then the awareness takes a backseat. It is still there. It is waiting. It is waiting for the blockage to get a little low. It won't go away completely. You haven't experienced yet what happens or what it feels like when the blockage is removed completely. That is an entirely different ballgame. But whenever the blockage reduces, the awareness starts flowing back, and you feel, I know everything. I know what I am doing. I know what is happening here. Nobody can do anything to me. Somebody can come and scream at me or even slap at me, and I'll be happy and calm because I am perfectly aware of whatever is happening within my system. Right? And when the mind starts blocking things again, then once again awareness takes a back seat. But it's still there. Because the pathway has been opened, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is still there. If you can
Yes.
realize it even after
Exactly.
months,
Yes.
then that means it is there in the system.
So only thing is that. And so point is, so the entire, we can say, meditation or all these spiritual practices, the entire purpose is two ways. First, to somehow do some mumbo jumbo and somehow give people a taste of awareness, because people don't have it. You didn't have it, right? You did not even know that life could be like this also.
I had a completely different definition of
Precisely.
awareness
And
altogether.
everybody has it. All the people who must be watching this also, maybe half of them, not even, maybe 20%, 25% of them might have experienced awareness. Remaining 70-75% people might have read awareness. They would have imagined this is how it is, but they have not experienced it yet.
Yeah.
Right? So first, all spirituality, all the spiritual gurus who have been so far, their aim has been that somehow give the entire humanity just a taste of awareness that this is what we are talking about. Life can be this as well. So far, you haven't lived like that at all. You don't know what life is. Second is, once that experience has happened, because then hunger comes. You cannot forget it. You cannot want to go back to the old way of life. It is impossible. Right?
You don't want, but your mind still,
Yes.
throws at you with so much of intensity that you feel like, for a moment, you're like, okay, this is also fine. But then, as you said, that
Precisely. Then it
awareness
comes
is
back,
there in the
right?
system. Yes, you can always see it, at least whether you are acting upon it or not in the very same moment. That is a different thing. But yeah, that seeing is happening.
Yes. Right? So a permanent fight between you and your mind has been ignited. Okay? The first goal of spirituality is that. And then the second is to weaken the mind. We are not strengthening the awareness. There is nothing in awareness to strengthen. It is there. We are trying to weaken the blockages of the mind because we know awareness will grow on its own. All the exercise, all practices, whatever types are there, are there to do that. And their sitting meditation also
Mm.
helps.
How can you weaken the mind like on a daily basis? What are the practices that you should, stick to or start doing in your life? Like simple things. I'm not, see, we both are not in the favor of bumbo jumbo things, right?
Yes.
See, I know a lot of the practices that I have started doing, but this is for the people who are going to watch. Or probably, yeah, I might answer that question by my
So,
own experience.
yeah,
But
so
if
someday
you
you
would like
should.
to share,
Okay, for the time being, I will, but
yeah.
yes, someday in some other video podcast, maybe you should touch upon that. You are doing, see, the most important ones, to be honest, you are already doing, which
Mm.
is introspection, talking to yourself, because it is very important for you to, at the end of the day, know which parts of the day you were, on which parts you were aware, and when you
Mm.
were not aware, so
Mm.
that you can work upon those.
Mm.
And then dropping the desires. The biggest tool, the most potent weapon in the armor of mind is desire.
Mm.
It has filled you with hundreds and thousands of desires,
I
which
would
are
say
all,
millions.
maybe, depending on who we are
Yeah.
talking about, somebody can have millions also, which are useless, pointless. I mean, people have absolutely ridiculous,
Mm.
people have somebody watching this video might actually be thinking, why are these books here and not here, or why is the orange book in the middle, or why is the blue book here not here. That is also desire, to have the blue book in a particular position. It makes no sense. Books are books, they can be anywhere,
Mm.
but people have that desire also, right? Mind can convert anything into a desire, and desires are the cholesterol of your awareness nervous system. They are the biggest blockages. So every day you just, at the end of the day, in the morning and at night before bed, twice in a day, make it a habit that you should talk to yourself for sure. Analyze your day, identify what was the most stupid thing you were doing. You do hundreds, identify just the biggest stupidity that you
Mm.
were doing, and drop that desire by action. Next day, do the opposite. If it was the desire to do, so let's say the desire was that, no, I should have exactly 2 spoons of sugar in my tea. Not one, not three, not one and a half, exactly two. Next day, have one, have three. It's stupidity. How does it matter? If it's a little more or a little less, you might not even notice. But no, if somebody tells you, I did not put two, I put one and a half, suddenly you will be like, no, that's why the tea does not taste like my tea,
Mm.
right? So next day, by action, you change it, which is why one conversation in morning, so that you know today which desire I'm working on,
Mm.
and one conversation in night, so that you know tomorrow which desire I will be working on. Every day, just one desire if you change by
And it
action.
doesn't have to be anything big.
No,
Well, it's the accumulation of all the small things
precisely.
only.
Yes. And we have discussed it again. Everything is interconnected. It's not
Mm.
just that because the color of a book
Mm.
matters to you that it should be here, not here. It's not just that one desire. No. Upon this one small thing, the mind must have created 20 more desires which you are unaware of. Sometimes people say, I slapped my kid because he was screaming. You never know. Maybe you did not slap the kid because he was screaming. Maybe you slapped the kid because of something that happened yesterday, which you had forgotten. And now, in that moment, the kid was doing something very, very different. But
Mm.
suddenly, your mind was like, slap him because yesterday was also he was not listening to
Mm.
you, right?
Mm.
Yesterday and today, the mind connected. Ideally, they should not be
Yeah.
connected, but the mind built a
Mm.
connection. So similarly, every single stupid thing, you don't know how many things the mind has built upon that those 2 spoons of sugar.
True.
Once you drop that, maybe 20 other things will be dropped automatically. You won't even know. Within a month, your entire personality can change. People will come and tell you that last month you were a very different person. Today, suddenly, you feel very happy, joyful. Am I wrong? It has happened with you, right? So this is the most important practice for every day. Sitting meditation can happen once in a while because it helps you once again
Mm-hmm.
train your
Hmm.
mind in a specific manner.
Weaken it actually.
Weaken it,
Yeah.
right? So sitting meditation can happen once in a while, but every day this is the most important thing. And once you do this, you will see meditation, being, living in the present moment. All of these things will happen to you. You cannot do them.
Hmm.
You cannot directly practice them. Otherwise, the entire world would have. They happen to you. They will flow into your system because your cholesterol. It will start reducing. The right things will flow. Automatically, they will flow.
I have so many questions. Most of them are related to desires, but I think we should do that in another episode
Yes, that will
because
be a
that is
very,
a,
very big topic.
yeah, that is desires and then sensations and then awareness also plays a role in that in a way. So I think we should end it here and start again with desire in the next podcast. But thank you so very much for just being
Okay.
and answering everything.
And thank you so very much for being as well and playing the beautiful role that you have been playing and are playing even today.
And thank you so much to you guys also for being with us and sharing the journey with us. That's it for today. See you in the next podcast. Bye bye.
I love you all and I wish you all very well on your journey ahead. You
Bye
will
bye.